It's like a foot daddy, because I don't mind you sending photos of your feet.
Yeah.
I don't mind that either, honestly.
I'll
Like,
take
if
the
my toes
pictures.
worth $1,000, like,
Yeah.
that's how far your money really goes.
There you go.
Toe daddy.
Yeah, Toe Daddy. That can be your handle on like OnlyFans or something.
Oh my god, toe daddy.
It's like toadaddy.com.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad this is on film.
Yeah.
You're all indebted to me.
Side hustle.
Copyright.
Nobody
trademark.
take this idea.
Yeah, registered.
Yep, I brought back the old intro today, and that's because today is a very special episode. Who remembers the videos that I put out way back at the beginning of the year when I still had that old intro, or when I used to shoot in my old studio setup against that colored backdrop? It's just crazy how long ago that actually feels to me, and yet at the same time, this entire year kind of seems like a blur when I look back on it. That's kind of just gone in the snap of the fingers. So today's episode is about a few things, and first of all, it's about some very uncomfortable conversations about money that I had with you. And by you, I mean my community of viewers. I reached out to you on Instagram and set up calls with a whole bunch of you, as well as a fun chat with the fam I've been socially isolating with throughout the pandemic.
Am I not supposed to look in the camera lens?
No, you can look in the
I've been like
camera
looking
lens.
at around, and then I'm like, look at him. Am I not supposed to look in the lens?
No, you can look. That's fine. That's so funny.
And so I asked you all questions about money that really put you on the spot and made you think.
Oh, that's a bit strange, because it's just something that isn't normally discussed.
I did this because money is a pretty taboo subject in our society. There's kind of a stigma around talking about it. So what I wanted to try and do is open up the conversation as much as possible so that I could get as many different voices participating in the conversation as possible, so that we can begin to claim a more comfortable position in this conversation together, and we can learn and grow together and avoid doing things like Andrea did.
And I even found when I got my first credit card, I had no idea what to do with it. And I went to the ATM and withdrew a bunch of money because I was like, ooh, money. And then I ended up having to pay a lot more than what I withdrew out, but I just had no idea.
But today is also about celebrating the completion of my very first year on YouTube. It has been such a wild ride, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all of you who have watched my videos. I mean, you guys are the ones who really made this possible. And so to say thank you, and also to celebrate the wonderful holiday season, I'm excited to say that I have a special offer for you guys, and that's 50% off my financial freedom course. I have a link down below where you can use to grab this special price for you, or hey, maybe even somebody you love, to give yourself or someone else the gift of knowledge this holiday season. You could even print out the course landing page and put it in some kind of packaging and stick it under your Christmas tree if you celebrate Christmas to make it extra special for yourself. And if you're somebody who does that, please send me a DM on Instagram with a picture of that, because I would just love to see that. 2021 is just around the corner, so this period of the year is a really great time to set some new goals that you want to achieve in the new year. I know I've been really excited to start setting my goals for the new year. In 3 years' time, I was able to grow my net worth from zero to just under $100,000, and I was able to quit my boring, soul-sucking, terrible corporate job and work for myself. And I've never been happier. And how I did that is completely broken down step by step in this course. So if you want to live life on your terms, do the work that you're excited about, and complete projects of your own, I really, really think that this course can help you. And with all that said, let's ask some tough questions about money.
We'll go.
Better set the tone.
Give me some good ammo. Give me some good ammo.
Off hitter.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going richest to poor.
First word that comes to mind is decision maker.
Money is fun.
Money is agency.
I think the word would be either useful or a tool.
So I think I'm gonna say money is a tool you can use to get what you really want. So whatever your true desires are, money is just a tool for you to get what you want.
The most common response I heard from you guys was that money wasn't a means in and of itself or something to be glorified, and that instead money was just kind of a means to an end.
Like it doesn't give you happiness, it doesn't give you success, it doesn't define any of those things, but it still gives you the opportunity to do things that may provide you success or may provide you happiness or something along those lines.
But also, Taylor and Nathan had some interesting thoughts about money as well.
I would say dumb. It's not real, but it's fine.
Okay.
Money is what it is.
That's very true. It is what it is.
So this is a question where I think we really start to get into that uncomfortable territory, and that's because I find people are very reluctant to kind of talk about how much money they imagine themselves having in the future, their future ambitions with money. Unless you're Taylor.
I want so much money. I want all of it.
Yeah, I'd like some money.
Yeah, leave some money for the rest of us, Taylor. I'd like some money too. And you know, Nathan would really like some for his future lady friend.
If I have a girlfriend, maybe a room there for her too.
A room there.
A room there.
Y'all gonna stay together?
Yeah, at my estate. Yeah, and be able to go on vacation and pre-order PS5 so I don't have to wait for every drop because I didn't pre-order because I didn't have the money.
But I think that Marley really hit the nail on the head regarding why we might be kind of hesitant to talk about our monetary ambitions.
Like when you talk about it, it's like you're talking about like your status.
But I think it's really important for us to be able to differentiate the concept of self-worth from net worth, because then we can all talk together productively about money and allow all of us to feel a sense of empowerment and dignity when we're participating in the conversation.
I would never want too much money, I think. I feel like I would lose touch of appreciating the smaller things in life. I feel like having a limited amount of money almost shows you, I guess, life's true things, you know, like the things that you can't buy with money, such as like relationships and family and just people and experiences in general. And I think that those have so much value that once you do have, let's say, all the money in the world, you just really lose touch of. And I feel like that would be really easy.
To put it as simply as I can, I think no real number on it, but so long as me and my partner have a house and a roof over our heads and I can have some fun with friends and we can take an occasional holiday and we have the money there to do things that we want to do, and just to get a few bits and pieces for myself every now and then, like especially as a musician it's nice to get a couple, just a little upgrade to the home studio or something.
How would you guys describe your relationship with money?
I have to look at my relationship with my girlfriend to think about my relationship. It's like,
say like a distant step cousin. Something along those lines. Like you know it's no, that maybe not that. Maybe like I'm trying. My gut reaction is like an estranged family member. Like you know they're important. I don't think I've always like paid it enough attention.
The distant step cousin. Oh my God. I thought that was so funny, but it's so true. You know money is there, you know it's important, but perhaps you may have not paid it as much attention as you probably should have. The estranged family member, like Kyle said. Something else I heard from you guys was that over the past year, your relationship with money had changed, and for some of us, it became closer.
More intimate relationship with money.
One might say.
Daniel's jealous.
Daniel's jealous.
Who's this money guy?
I got an intimate relationship.
And some of you had definitely noticed that your relationship with money had changed in other ways too.
I would say my relationship has changed versus college and now. Definitely in college, I was living paycheck to paycheck. Did not know how to handle, did not come out of college with any type of savings. at all, really. Like I had maybe like $300 in my bank account until I started my job. So like, and like now I have an emergency fund. I actually have a 401k. I have like a Roth. I have like all these things that I find valuable for my future.
It's like you've been with someone for a really long time. You've known about this person for a really long time. He or she's been really like, you know, sort of like nebulous thing, and then coasted along, and you've been like offering, like I've been seeing your potential of like where this relationship could really go, you know?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, like sort of conspiracy level, like your employer like doesn't want you to, you know, there's like this unwritten rule or written rule that you're like not supposed to talk about how much money you make at work.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same wavelength as Kyle here. It's kind of conspiratorial, isn't it? Like, it is a bit strange that we can't talk about our salaries very openly in the workplace. And if you think about it, this actually gives companies more control over their employees because they don't know how much each other is getting paid. And this is something that Aminat pointed out as well.
I think it's helpful to know what other people are making so then you can negotiate and know your own worth.
But there's also other reasons why money might be a taboo subject, like what Tyson pointed out to me.
I'm not doing enough, or like I'm not making enough, so there's like a lot of shame. So you don't, like, why would you then, if that's your attitude about money, then, or if that's your experience with it, whether it's real or not, that's just how you perceive it, why would you then want to talk about money? Why would you want to pass along those like those attitudes?
I think that's true. I think there can definitely be those negative feelings that we have. Maybe it's shame, maybe it's guilt that prevent us from wanting to participate in the conversation about money. But ultimately, I think that everyone I talked to agreed that while it may be a difficult conversation to have,
I think that respecting everybody's individual thoughts about it is so important that we have a tough time talking about it ourselves and really explaining our own view on it.
it's an important one and it definitely needs to be more open.
I wish we were more open about it. Like, I know it's tough because you can stem like embarrassment from revealing these personal things about your life, but like money doesn't really define you, okay?
I think Aminat said it best there. Despite positive or negative emotions that we may associate with money based on our experiences, it's so important to remember that money does not define you. It's important that we be able to detach the ego from money. And if we can do that, maybe, just maybe, the conversation about money can open up a little bit more and we can collectively empower ourselves together. And so to everyone who sat down and talked with me, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for doing that. And honestly, it was really brave for you to talk so openly and transparently about your own financial thoughts. I hope it serves as inspiration for the rest of you to have your own conversations in your own way. And once again, don't forget to snag my course down below for 50% off this holiday season. And again, one of you, at least one of you, please print it out, put it under the Christmas tree. That would make my Christmas. Send me a picture, please. I'd love to see it. And with all that being said, this will be my last appearance on here before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all celebrators and happy holidays to everyone. Thank you for the craziest year of my life thus far, hands down.